Hey everyone, my name is Winston,
And I'm Rafael Jeremy.
and today we're going to talk a little bit about the history and the development of mobile phone generations. Everybody here, I assume that all of you have mobile phones. Even some of you might have more than one mobile phones. And as a matter of fact, the number of people around the world who's using mobile phones right now increased by 100 million in 2018, meaning that it consists of 66.6% of the world's population. And I believe that some of you might be familiar with the G sign on top of your mobile devices. And this G sign simply means generation. It refers to the generation of mobile phones. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the history of the generations of mobile phones and also the pros and cons for the upcoming 5G. So the first G, it was actually the first generation of mobile phones, and it's quite outdated right now. It's an analog technology. It only allows you to, talk with a poor voice quality. And right after that, a few years after the launch of 1G, cell phone received a huge upgrade, which means they went from 1G to 2G. The main difference between the telephone system is the radio signal. So the radio signal used by 1G are analog, and network by 2G are digital. And basically the upgrade allows us to use some fundamental services that we can still use today, such as SMS, internal roaming, conference call hold billing based on services, and a lot more. And the next generation is the 3G. Maybe you are familiar with this generation. So this generation sets a standard for most wireless technology that we are using right now. We can browse or surf the web. We can send some emails. We can download video, picture sharing, and some other activities. And also smartphone technology were introduced in this third generation as well. And the next generation after that is the 4G. 4G generation is kind of different with 3G, and it was made in order to advance the technology in the last 10 years. Its purpose is to provide high speed and high quality, high capacity to its user. And finally, the upcoming 5G is a generation that is currently under development, so it's not released yet, but it's going to be released soon. So you can see over here that this is the brief summary of the mobile phone technology development throughout the years. You can see from 1G to 5G. And this is also the summary. You can see how every generation is different and how every generation is distinguishable from the other generation. And we can see the development from 1G until 5G, so that we can predict in the future there will definitely more improvement.
Okay. The next is the pro and cons of the 5G. Okay. The first thing is faster connectivity. Yeah, in fact, it's the faster connectivity is about 20 gigabyte per second peak. So the city will experience 5G impact into improvement connectivity and greater bandwidth that come with 5G technology is numerous benefit. So including allowing a user to access the web, downloading files, and watch videos at much faster speed, up to 20 gigabyte per second. So the second one is reduced latency. So in 5G, they reduce the latency is very much from the previous generation. So it's good for gamers or a doctor in the future, so doctor didn't need to come to the hospital if there is an emergency, so they can operate through the online system with the help of robots. So the next thing is increase bandwidth and capacity. So increasing bandwidth is very useful, so it support both and faster connection and more device. So that means that with a given network, more people can use their device to connect to the internet, and they can do without crowding of other devices around them. So you're not experiencing slow internet speed at the cafe or at your house if your cafe or house is very crowded with people. So next one is more efficiency and operations. So the key area of 5G is growing is that improve the city works and city service. Especially there are 4 areas beside connectivity where a faster 5G network is expected to help city improvement their operation. So the examples is some kind of warning about the disaster or a tsunami or a volcano eruption. So the government can tell you in the faster rate, so people will get safely soon enough. And there is transportation. The next one is transportation. Is so in the future we have autonomous driving car. Yeah. 5G with the bandwidth and the speed of 20 gigabytes will support autonomous driving. So besides that, with help of the 5G, we improve the street crossing signal and monitoring cars for the pedestrians, like a traffic light, CCTV from the traffic light, and so. So the next is the cons. The cons is it's pricey. Yes, 5G is not cheap. So because there is a huge leap between 4G and 5G, so the facility not support, so they have to upgrade everything, including the phones we use today. The next one is narrow surface area and signal interference. So meanings tree, buildings, wall, and other obstacle will block, disrupt, or absorb the high frequency signal. And then next one is battery efficiency. So battery efficiency. Phones running in 5G will experience a huge battery drain. So battery technology will need to improve to run your phones full day with a single charge using this 5G connection. Users are also reporting that phones are almost hot to touch while using 5G connection.
Okay, so that's all for our presentation, but before we end this video, we would like to present you some fun facts that might interest you. Okay, the first one is, did you know that the first cell phone in 1983 came with a price tag of $4,000? That's pretty expensive.
Okay. The second one is, in 2012, Apple sold more than 340,000 phones a day.
Well, that's a lot.
Yes.
And the third and the last fun fact we want to give you is, mobile phones have 18 times more bacteria than toilet handles.
Thank you for watching, and
see you
next time.
video.